Always good to have you, William.
Thank
Kate
you.
just called it a crypto winter, or at least she was quoting, I think, Bryce Silbert calling it a crypto winter. Do you agree with that? Or if you don't, why not?
I definitely agree it's crypto winter, but we have a lot of winners in crypto. This one is maybe a little longer than average, but not the longest. And when you have had the greatest bull market in crypto, we started at 200 billion market cap in like 2019, got up to $3 trillion. And now we're back to like 800 billion. So better than where we started, but we've retraced, 70%. And along the way, as you and I have talked about in the past, lots of new entrants and lots of people who started using debt and leverage. And as we know, when things decline and collateral values decline, if you're overextended, you're going to be in trouble. And this is really what we're seeing now. Decisions made a year or year and a half ago that are now coming home to roost.
Yeah, obviously there's also been a lot of calls for transparency or more of it, even to the likes of Tether, a company which you helped co-found, in terms of the stablecoin and the reserves behind it, for example. Is there anything you can share there? I know you're not involved any longer, but when people question, well, why are precious metals part of the reserves in the latest attestation report from Tether? Why isn't it all just treasuries, for example, that back the stablecoin?
So I can't say anything directly because I don't make those decisions. I would prefer that Tether be backed one-to-one with dollars. And I wouldn't even back it with short-term marketable securities. I think it would be perfectly fine just to back it with dollars, which is how it began. But having said that, Tether has been around for now more than 8 years. It is the first stable coin. It's a coin that trades $30 trillion annually. It's the most traded crypto on Earth, more so than even Bitcoin, the number one trading pair against other cryptos. So people do have a lot of confidence in it. And as far as transparency goes, I think any centralized exchange, any centralized business in the crypto ecosystem should be more transparent. I would love to see balance sheets, income statements and balance sheets, but certainly balance sheets. I'd like to see those, maybe even more frequently than quarterly, maybe monthly. Those are things that would start to make people feel more comfortable with what's being done with their tokens.
Right. Well, I know when you see, people question on Tether that, well, where are the earnings from? Conceivably, given the higher interest rate environment, there should be significant earnings. Why aren't we getting more information? You seem to be amongst those who would certainly like to see that.
Yeah, I use Tether. Anyone who trades crypto probably has used Tether in the past. It's the liquidity for Tether is better than any other stablecoin. I can't answer why there isn't more transparency. I'd like to see it too. It would provide everyone a lot more comfort. It has been the case that Tether has stood the test of time. People have clearly put a lot of confidence in it because we all use it a lot. The practice of more transparency on centralized businesses, it needs to be pushed mostly by the consumers, the people using it. I think you're seeing that now on exchanges. Exchanges are now starting to publish proof of reserves, demonstrating that they have the tokens the customers gave them. I'd like to see, as I said, any centralized business do the same thing. One of the reasons decentralized finance, which is really what blockchain is about, is so appealing is because you can inspect it and instantly see what's being done and where are the tokens that are being held. That's the benefit of blockchain. And the centralized businesses have a role because they're easier to use, but I think they need to copy some of the traits people look for when they get on blockchain and crypto-related businesses.